You never think that when you first get him, you don't think that he's going to be like, you don't think he's going to like grow properly, or you don't think he's be able to like run or walk, you know, like play and stuff, and he just does. He's brilliant. In the state that he was in, we were actually worried that he wouldn't survive. His legs were so badly deformed, he couldn't walk, he couldn't play. He, like walking looked like torture for him. It looked like it was a constant struggle just to stand up. His legs, his muscles, his bones were completely crippled and crumpled and just bent and out of shape, and it was almost as if his paws were facing it was like walking on the backs of his hands. But when you get a dog like this, like him, like you can't give him enough love, but he reciprocates it. You know, he just, it's unbelievable. The connection I find personally is more because you have to give him so much more, but he becomes a little member of the family. Like honestly, after about 6 weeks of having him, it was like he'd been there constantly, and like we could, I mean, I could never imagine being without him now. And we've had him now for 11 months. No, 10 months now we've had him. So this is his first Christmas. So he'll probably get spoiled this year, but he can't leave any presents under the tree because he unwrapped a few the other day.
You know, we've bought from breeders in the past, but it's made us realise that really next time we will be going to rescue centres and, you know, obviously helping dogs there and feeling a bit more better about ourselves that we are helping.
Brilliant when you see him now though, and then when you see like what Freshfields, you know, when he was at Freshfields and what they did for him, it was amazing. Because when we first got him, he had his casts on, and he couldn't go outside in the rain or in the wet, because obviously if he gets his casts wet. And then we took him off, and we thought, you know, they'd be alright. And when they took them off, they needed to go back on again for another 2 weeks. And then finally, after about 6 weeks of it, he had to go back and forth all the time. But they were great, like, you know, the recovery that he made. When they first came off, he was a little bit unweary on his legs, and we had to build him up slowly. We couldn't take him out for long walks, but I think he's finally turned into a proper dog now. It's all about caring, you know. It doesn't take much to do a good thing. But it's the truth though, isn't it? There's so much more, like, to him being the way he is, because it's almost as if you overcommit to him personally. And now you just see him and he's the most wonderful little dog in the world. I'd never go to a breeder to get a dog, because I just think I could do that, but I could take on a dog who really, really deserves a chance and probably would be overlooked a lot of the time, and it's not right, it's not fair on them. And all they want is a home and someone, you know what I mean? If I was out in the cold, I'd want someone to take me in, and he's adorable now, and it's amazing just to see where he's been and where he is now, and then you think 12 months down the line he's going to be so much better.